Sorry about that. This is Robert Forsch with the YouTube channel Truth, and I wanted to go live and make an announcement. I've got the Truth Mobile here, and I'll be taking us for a ride and covering some really important topics. The primary situation is I want to make people aware of my research library that's on YouTube right now. And what has happened recently is the liked videos playlist turned turned private. Okay, not just mine. I understand everybody's liked videos playlist was made private. I had tens of millions of occurrences of that throughout the internet because I had been compiling and sharing that list of videos that cover a wide variety of topics. And I believe it's all very important. Most recently, the viral outbreak of the virus out of China. And so we don't know exactly the reality of a lot of the situations that we're told about that's put out there in the media, including what's on YouTube. We don't know for sure what's true and what's not. I encourage people to seek the truth with all your heart. Sometimes when I'm showing lifestyles of the rich and famous, it's to show you a lot, as well as mind control programming and the official Department of Defense and DARPA and Facebook and CIA and all of that. It's a wide variety of topics, and my effort to reach out to anybody who will listen is what you're looking at with my playlist. This playlist that this will be going to will probably be my main playlist. I had 5,000. I had reached 5,000 videos on my liked videos playlist, and then I could share from that playlist any of the videos, and the whole thing would go with it. It'd be a whole research library of 5,000 videos at the end when it finally finished up. And what I'm doing now is compiling and putting that back together. One of the reasons that I had my name and phone number and a few other hashtags there was to put together a multiple of lists. The way I figure it now is that I will go ahead and compile one main list, and that will be the list that this is attached to. And I'll still have my like videos playlist, but that's going to be viewed as private to me. I mean, nobody else will see that except for me. And I tried transferring that over to another playlist. I don't know how to do it. So part of the idea of disclosing things like free energy, Nikola Tesla, interacting with Elon Musk, the mind control and Neuralink and all of the different artificial intelligence developments is to help say, hey, I think y'all need to look at this. It's worthy of your attention. It's actually a really dangerous situation and a dangerous point in human history that we live in. And Revelation 13 talks about the mark of the beast, and nobody can buy or sell without it. There's actually transcranial uh, brain influencing that's like a neurological impact on the brain that can happen even from frequencies that can be put out there like through the 5G network, just so you know. And I've got documentation that talks about that. Ex gang stalking and the patented an ex gang stalking video with the patents and all of that, talking about the transcranial brain stimulation and the influence that is going on with humanity, and not just in one region, it's worldwide. And there's a battle going on between two families: God's family, the creator of the known and unknown universe, heaven and all of that, and then the usurper, Satan, the fallen one. He was cast out of heaven for rebelling against God. I still am um, very in favor of using the name Jesus Christ. That's what most people will recognize the Savior as. Some may recognize him as Yahweh, Yeshua, uh, the Most High, the Most Holy. And so within the smorgasbord of spirituality that humanity dines on, there's the truth, and then there's everything else. So the truth isn't based on popular opinion. It's not popular and it's not an opinion. It's just the truth. It's the reality of the situation. What is the truth? Well, the truth about whatever you want to know about. So, like I said, I cover a wide variety of topics, and some of my interaction on those playlists where I share a video, you may, I may not even agree with what's being talked about on the video. I'm still sharing it. I believe it's worthy of consideration. All my talking about this stuff or these different topics has a value to it when I share their content of what they're talking about, of injecting a neural link into the brain to basically interact directly with the cloud and the computer system, because as Elon says, we've got a bandwidth problem. Well, I'm fine with not having a computer chip in my brain. Just so you know, I'm not promoting um, space adventures. The SpaceX, NASA, Blue Origin, and all the space travel is concerned with the space between your ears, the brain, the wetware. We've got computer hardware, software, and wetware. All of this discussion of shock media and fake news and all of that and the censorship that's going on, I'm reeling from trying to handle that. How do I get the word out to as many people as possible? One of the reasons why I hashtag my name Robert Forsch is because that has been seen over 40 million times. And in the censorship that's going on, that's one way to circumvent some of that. If you successfully type a hashtag in my name, it will cross over the social media platforms that I'm on or will be on, as well as the censorship that's going on YouTube. You can check it out. Type truth in a YouTube search, see what you find. As far as I know, I'm the only channel that is called Truth. And yet, almost everything but that comes up. I can't even find it on my channel. And I'm the one that, what I mean is, when I do a search for truth on YouTube, my channel doesn't even come up. I'm hashtagging it, putting my name up there, all of that. It doesn't show up. That's what they call shadow banning. When you type a word in a search and in less than a half a second, there's millions of results. Hello. that that's a level of intelligence that is. So apparently I found a dead spot in the road where I can't transmit going this route. So that's part of why I'll do a broadcast like this. I would go a different route. But anyway, when Elon says one thing's for sure, we will not control it. Artificial intelligence is writing its own updates. It sets its own priorities. It's not about teaching AI to be empathetic. It views humanity as a virus to eliminate, and it's very patient. Right now, we've got a virus that's killing a lot of people. Apparently, there may be as many as 100,000 infections, and who knows what type of development will happen with that. What can we do about it? What can we do about any of this? The New World Order and the the way that this evil enterprise is wanting to reduce the amount of human beings in the world. Well, what we can do about it is get our house in order and make sure you're right with God, that you're actually born again. You see, I did a lot of ministry activity and I thought I was born again in 1982 until I actually was in 2014. Evidence to me that I can be praising Jesus and leading worship or leading men's groups and Bible studies and work at a full-time ministry and be a dead man walking and not even know it. That was disturbing. And then the answer that I got when I asked God, why is that? Well, I was spiritually dead and didn't know it. That's why I'm so vocal about the possibility of that happening. Yes, I cried, repented, slipped my hand up, had Bibles all over the place, gave away digital MP3 audio Bible discs, and I was spiritually dead. Because the changes in me is so significant, I wanted other people to know about that. So this is going to be a brief introduction to my channel. I encourage everybody to seek the truth with all your heart because it matters for eternity. My phone number is there as a searchable piece of data that's uniquely connected directly to me. Feel free to call anytime. I'm not kidding. And I would be happy to uh, interview people or be interviewed by people. And so that's why that contact data is there so I can be reached. I'm not afraid to live, die, or tell the truth. That's a big deal because I was afraid to do all of that. So there you go. I want to thank you so much for your public and private encouragement. This is Robert Forsch with the Truth Channel.